One of the platforms that I contract through for remote work interviewed, well, interviewed isn't the right word. It was more of like a focus group with me and a few others, wanting to know from us our perspective and our take on how other contractors on the platform can be successful. And this didn't come up during this focus group because this specific question wasn't asked, but it's been something I've been thinking about for a little bit and that I've discussed with some other friends of mine. And that is honesty and transparency in business and in work. It's not engaging in the game. It's not trying to get an advantage. It's not trying to deceive or mislead in order to get something out of a situation or get something from another person. When I started working with through this platform and talking to clients who wanted to contract with me, I was very upfront, very transparent with what I want, when I can work, what I want to do. And I just went from there, and I got the same back from them. They're very honest with me, very transparent with me. There was no game. There was no like start asking for more than what you think you're worth and land somewhere close to where you are. It was like, no, like this is what I'm worth. This is what I want. And this is who I am, you know? I feel very often in the career space and the job market, there's this, at least when I was prior to this year, when I was applying for jobs back in, oh man, this was probably like 2014, 2015 to be honest. Because prior to the work I'm doing now, I worked for one company for like 6 years. But there was this energy, this sort of perspective of like, you need to impress them. You need to make yourself seem like you're better than what you are so you can get a good paying job. And I often got this vibe from the interviewers looking for me to tell them why they should pick me over someone else, or why I think I'm good enough for the position. And there was always this feeling of like unworthiness, and this unworthiness and trying to prove worth and prove value. And none of that ever felt particularly good. But I will say, as I have done a few interviews in person this year, and they've gone very different. I haven't gotten as much of that, but I truly do feel that that's because of my internal decision to not play the game. And I don't want to work for anyone or with anyone that plays the game. And since I've made that decision, it's just highlighted for me in everything I do. Am I approaching this from trying to get some sort of advantage? Am I approaching this from a place of I need to make myself seem different than what I am in order to be worthy? And that's like a huge thing, right? Because if we feel like we need to be someone else in order to be worthy for what we want, that's lack. And we're not going to get what we want by approaching it from that place. It's got to be from a place of, this is who I am. As I am good enough, and take me or leave me, right? Like, I don't want to, and me personally, I don't want to, and I refuse to beg for anything. I refuse to try to convince someone that I'm good enough for what they are trying to do or what they want. That's something I refuse to do. And if someone's expecting that from me, then that's not someone that I want to work with. I want to work with people that are excited to work with me, that see the value, that see my talent, and that are drawn to me. And I'm attracting lots of opportunities like that. And so it's really just like a shift in mindset. At first, I can see how it might be a bit scary or intimidating to approach it this way. You might be thinking, well, who am I, right? Well, who are you? Get to know yourself. Get to know what your skills are, what you're good at, what you're adept at. And if there's something you feel like you need to improve or you want to gain skill in, then of course do that. But every single person has some inherent skill, some inherent talent. Just maybe you haven't discovered it. But for those who know who they are, who know what they're skilled at and know what they're talented at, there is no reason why you need to try to make yourself seem like you're more than what you are. You're good enough. You're so special and so valuable, and there are people that would love to work with you. There are people that are looking for someone just like you. It's just you need to believe in yourself enough to begin to attract in those people. And you can take this sort of theme I'm talking about, you could apply it to almost anything. You could apply this to finding a partner. You could apply this to finding friends. You could apply this to just almost any situation, right? When you feel worthy, when you know who you are, when you know your truth, when you're like, this is me, this is what I'm worth, like, this is who I am. I'm not playing any games. Here I am. This is me. Take it or leave it. You attract a different type of response from the universe. You attract honesty and transparency and acknowledgement from the universe of that. So trust and believe in yourself. And I invite you to step out of the game and to step into truth. So